Yesterday, we got a proclamation put together for sure. If you got a minute, I'd like to read it. Sure. And we have copies for each of you. City of Gainesville, Florida, Office of Mayor Harvey Ward, Proclamation. Whereas peace activists John Briggs, Scott Camille, Alton Foss, John Niffen, Peter Mahoney, Stanley Michelson, you're good, William Patterson, and Don Perdue, collectively known as the Gainesville Eight, occupy an important and special place in the history of our community and our nation. And whereas the Gainesville Eight were accused and indicted on charges of conspiracy to disrupt the 1972 Republican National Convention held in Miami Beach, Florida, but were acquitted and cleared of charges under representation of the Honorable Larry Gibbs Turner. And whereas 7 members of the Gainesville Eight were veterans of military service in the Vietnam War and had become active in the Vietnam Veterans Against the War and were passionate about ending that war. And whereas, following the historic acquittal, Scott Camille was quoted as saying, "We had no conspiracy to disrupt the convention. Our conspiracy, if you want to call it that, was to go down to the convention and exercise our constitutional rights as citizens and to defend those rights against anybody who tried to take away those rights, whether it be the government or anyone else. And the jury sided with us." And Peter Mahoney was quoted as saying, "In spite of all this joy and elation, I can't forget that the government put me through 14 months of hell." And whereas, in the years since acquittal, members of the Gainesville Eight have been dedicated to the cause of peace, both in the United States and abroad, including service in the Veterans for Peace movement, and continued to prove themselves as true heroes and patriots in the daily life of the Gainesville community and other communities. And whereas, the surviving members of the Gainesville Eight and many of their supporters and colleagues are now gathering to commemorate and celebrate the historic significance of their trial and acquittal after 50 years, now, therefore, I, Harvey L. Ward, Jr., by the authority vested in me as mayor of the city of Gainesville, do hereby proclaim August 31st, 2023 as Gainesville 8 Day in the city of Gainesville. And invite all our neighbors to join me in commemorating the 50th anniversary of the end of the trial of the Gainesville Eight, and invite all our neighbors to celebrate with them and with me their shining example of commitment to constitutional freedoms and to the cause of peace. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused to be affixed the official seal of the city of Gainesville, Florida, this 25th day of August, 2023.
Wow.
By the way, August 31st is also the first Gator game, so.
Thank you.
Let's get the whole stadium to celebrate us.
Great. Foss. Not you.
Oh,
That's Niffen.
that's what.
Oh, that's me. Sorry. Mr. Patterson.
Purdue. Right here.
And Purdue.
Thank you.
We got Ron on there too. I'm sorry. We'll get you another one.
Yeah, those are
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's awesome, man.